This is AC Starlord, this is AC Starlord, aka Austin, and welcome back to my channel. And this video is going to be about Absolute Superman. As you can see behind me in this background, it's the all new look for Superman. See, all new look, all new look. And this is if I'm going to show the comic fades in, but here's the actual comic itself of Absolute, and it takes like years ago, 9 million light years from Earth, Krypton, of course, but we actually get to see the world and functioning of Krypton in this world. So I guess I won't show you everything. Can't show you everything because I guess the background won't let me to. But like basically, it shows you the world of Krypton, his parents, and all that stuff, what they do on this Earth. I mean, what they do on this planet or their Earth, what they like to call it, because it doesn't really matter in the comics. It's he calls it Earth, he calls it his home planet or his own Earth. It depends on who he's talking to now. This is all a completely different story. You have different functions of House of L and different other houses. You have ones that are science and work for just work for a regular living, like a janitor or picking up cups and picking up like, plates and stuff in a cafeteria. Then there's like miners and stuff like that. Miners, Transformers one. There's miners. I think his dad was one of them. They have a pretty cool suit if it lets me show you it, but yeah, you saw it right there, kind of. There it is. There it is. There's the suit. There it is. See, those kind of new suits they got. Um, and it's kind of a cool graphic novel. I mean, I wish I didn't have this background on me, but it's a pretty cool. I mean, not graphic novel, but pretty cool comic book. You get what I'm saying. They have this green ooze stuff, and it's kind of like their Krypton. It's a very weird version of it, but yeah. Well, you saw it a little bit there. There you go. There you go. See, some green ooze looking thing. So that's that. It's like a green ooze gas thing. Um, and then that's the first few pages are on Krypton. You learn a little bit about Krypton and what they do and how different houses and science and work for a living and all that stuff like that, and their rules and their life and style and everything. And then you see this green ooze, and then I'm not gonna show you this, but it's Brazil. We go somewhere in Brazil, and Superman's narrating the story of how things are down there. And he's trying to help them out. And you have peacemakers. Yes, you have peacemakers. Not just John Cena himself, or not just one peacemaker. Peacemakers. And it's also the same thing like coal miner. Like there's people in the coal mines and making a living and all that stuff. Trying to protect them. Superman is in the proximity. He wears a hoodie, this exact image of this guy with the long hair behind me. Um, and he's saving some people, saving one of the miners from a um peacemaker. If I can show you, there you go. There's briefly a peacemaker, as you can see it right there, a peacemaker. Um, and then there's also from the peacemakers is also the military after Kal-El. They don't call him Superman, it's Kal-El. They call him Kal-El, not Superman. His real name, they call his father Joel. Joel, like in the movies and stuff like that. You have peacemakers and you have military soldiers. And I'm not gonna show you this, but they have the same, basically the same costume as the page I'm flipping around here. And it's just basically him taking out some peacemakers. And then Lois Lane says there's another player on the field, pretty much kind of in the way, like they did in the Batman, Absolute Batman. Um, but Lois Lane is not the lover, the boy, not the lover or the boy, not the not his lover or like the giddy woman that calls him basically uses him as her plaything or her boy toy or whatever you want to say. She's actually a agent of Azar. I mean, like an agent, a government agent. Um, and the suit is also his new suit. The Superman's new suit is also AI because it talks to him. The suit is actually talked to him, charged him, charged. His suit got charged in one scene here. Um, but the suit talks to him as AI, basically telling him you should leave this planet. No, there's no need to save these people on this planet. You should go back up to Krypton, stuff like that. They even throw his name out as Man of Steel. Lois Lane basically says like a quote unquote, this is Agent Lois Lane, sp prospect in custody. Move, move in. I won't fry your face, Superman. So she was the one who gave him his name. Basically said, "Hey, move, move, and I will fry your face." Superman calls him Superman, not calls him um Kal-El like other people call him. His name is Superman. She calls him Superman because he's super. Now, the suit from back here, as you see his arms and stuff like that, gives him like a heat, like instead of giving him like regular, like his regular full-on suit from here, it lights up. Same thing with his feet and the side of his body. I kind of like it. And then we see that Brainiac is controlled over the over some over watching some of the stuff of the property of the LAZARUS Corp, and that's also that corporation is a corporation that's run down. Well, not run down, but it's in the Kent's rundown farm by Brainiac inside one of the house or the yeah, the main house of the Kent's house. So the Kents don't even exist, or we don't know yet. This is only the first issue, but Kent's old rundown farm is a place where Brainiac is controlling everything from where he's at. And then we get the last page. A year ago on Krypton in the red fields, we see his mom and his dad in the red fields and some of that calling out for Kal-El, their son. And you see Superman as a young boy with Crypto the Superdog, and that's pretty much around the first issue. It ends there because the next issue is Superman versus Lois Lane. This has been a very good comic, just like Absolute Batman. I haven't read Absolute Wonder Woman, but Absolute Wonder. And once I get my hands on that, I'll do a video on that. But Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman is fantastic. I highly recommend checking these things out. Um, for All In for the DC's All In the new series. I still need to read The Death of Superman, which I'm still doing, and I still need to watch Superman Lois's final season, which I have one video on here about that. I only watched up to 3 episodes. I only did a video for the first two, but I watched the third episode, I believe. I might have to go back for a refresher, see if I did. Side note, this is not a Batman. I mean, this is not a Batman video. It's a Superman video, but I still need to catch up on the Penguin, and I will catch up on the Penguin because the last episode is aired tonight, and I'm still way behind a little bit, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it. It's not like how like it was in Agatha, where I got right away with it, but Agatha was, shorter than most. The last 2 episodes were the longest episodes. But anyways, going back to Superman, I highly recommend checking out Absolute Superman. Also, like I said, this Superman's different from well, I said a different thing, but I'm gonna say it here. This is different from your mama and daddy's Superman, where they only saw Superman from Christopher Reeves and all that stuff, those movies that they made. Um, and then you have Superman Returns, which was from my generation, and Man of Steel. You don't have the Christopher Reeves, and you don't have the Chris, you don't have not Chris. I mean, you don't have Henry Cavill. This is completely different. Superman, they're making the suit's completely different. He doesn't have a normal sleeves like you have fire sleeves. It's just completely different. AI suit, stuff like that. I love that. And this book, hopefully it can be turned into an adaptation of an animated movie or some plot in a movie somewhere where if like we'll just say they do Death of Superman live action, they give him all new suit. Hopefully they give him this suit because this suit is superior than the other ones, the past few ones. Um, I know I've been talking about the Death of Superman a lot because that's the one I had to read, but like he's alive in this. So basically, yeah, it's just Superman nonetheless, another version of Superman, a different type of version of Superman, but it's a great story, and I highly recommend if you guys go check this out, read it, go get to your local comic book stores and see, go to your local comic books and read this and see for your own eyes what panels of this page is and all that stuff because it's a great story. So I highly recommend checking this out. So if you like this video, put a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and deuces.